Hey, it's Matt McWilliams here, and I'm in the process of getting ready to go speak at Dan Kennedy's event here pretty shortly in Cleveland, the Info Summit, and joining Ryan Levesque and some other awesome speakers. And one of the things I've been working on is the idea of really pre-framing my talk. And what I mean by pre-framing is basically everything that happens before the moment I begin talking. What gets people in the right mindset? We do this with our webinars. And if you want to see our webinars, you can go to mattmcwilliams.com/watch and you can check out one of our webinars there. And we do this so that if you register and you get there early, then we're going to pre-frame you. We've got a video that plays. We've got a workbook that you download, some other stuff that we can do to kind of get you warmed up. And that pre-frame is so important. And so I've been talking to some people in the industry, like, how do you pre-frame? Like, what are the 3 minutes before you go on stage? And then I'm going to tie this into affiliate marketing here in a second because it's so important in affiliate marketing. But this pre-frame idea, I want to say it was Russell Brunson that I heard talk about this, said he basically went from the boring introduction where some guy stands behind a podium and says, Russell Brunson is the founder of ClickFunnels and like fall asleep, right? To he had like a 90-second video, that's got some kind of hypey music playing. Which one of those pre-frames better? Well, naturally the video where you're hearing from people like Tony Robbins and other legends saying, Robert Kiyosaki, Dan Kennedy, I believe, saying all kinds of nice things about Russell, right? That's a pre-frame. And so we're going to talk about the importance of pre-framing in your affiliate promos. But every time I think about pre-framing, at least lately, over the past 6 months, I think about my experience at a place called Blackberry Farm. And Blackberry Farm is a super high-end resort in the middle of absolute nowhere, Tennessee, in the mountains. I think it literally borders the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. And was there for Michael Hyatt's affiliate getaway. Myself, Pat Flynn, Ray Edwards, Sally Hogshead and her husband, and Michael and Gail and a few of Michael's team. And the whole time we were there, we kept hearing about the blackberry egg. Like, well, what's a blackberry egg? Well, it's an egg that you eat at Blackberry Farm. It's really what it amounts to. No. So here's the pre-frame that went into this, right? At dinner the night before, Chad Cannon, Michael's marketing director, says, you have to try the blackberry egg. And he's like describing this egg. I'm like, okay, this sounds really good. The next day we tour the farm. We get to actually tour the farm they have there on the property. And I literally got to stand next to the chickens who are delivering the eggs that I'm going to eat. And then at lunch that day, you gotta have the egg. You gotta have the blackberry egg. Let me tell you, oh my gosh, I had the blackberry egg last year and it is just the most, they're describing all the taste. So that night at dinner, Tara and I, we got the blackberry egg appetizer. And you know what? It was the best egg I've ever eaten. Now the reality is, I don't know if it was the best egg I've ever eaten because, mentally, I was so prepared to eat the best egg that I have ever eaten that it ended up being the best egg I've ever eaten. Now it might have been. I mean, don't get me wrong. You know what? When I think back, it wasn't the best thing I ate that weekend. Not even close because their food is so amazing. But this egg stands out. Why? Because nobody told me about anything. I can't name a single other thing I ate that weekend. Well, I can name breakfast because the breakfast was phenomenal. But that's a whole different story. I don't remember the other stuff because it's not it wasn't ingrained in my mind. There wasn't a pre-frame. I have no reason to remember. I literally don't know what I had the last night. I think maybe it was the salmon. Maybe it was I don't remember, steak, filet. I have no idea. Literally no idea what I had the last night. No idea what I had for lunch that day. No idea what I had the first night, except for the carrots, only because there was a conversation about them. But that's, again, also another story. My point being, what do I remember? I remember the thing that was pre-framed and pre-framed and pre-framed and drilled into me, right? So it was great, but I don't know that it was that great. So the important thing is here is you need to make sure you're pre-framing your affiliate promos. When you send people, in every email you send, whether they click or not, you should be moving the ball down the field. I've talked before how, one of the things that differentiates those people who close really well at the end of affiliate promos and those who don't is the fact that they're mailing consistently through the campaign. They are moving the ball down the field, and whether they click or not, that email should be moving them down and moving them closer to a buying decision. And if they do click, they should be clicking with an expectation. So you want to pre-frame in your emails. That means using words like amazing and getting excited about it and talking about the impact that something has made in your life. Sharing testimonials, sharing a story about something you learned from someone and how you applied it to your business or your life, your fitness, whatever, and it improved. You want to really pre-frame things. Story is a great way to do that. So use this pre-framing. Make sure you use it in all of your communications promoting affiliate offers. And I can guarantee you, much like I can claim today that blackberry egg is the best, the blackberry farm egg is the best egg I have ever eaten in my life. I can promise you that people will get there with get to that sales page, get to that webinar page, get to that whatever with an expectation that this is going to be good. It works with everything. It works whether you're selling or just sending them to free content. So you can be sending them to a webinar and you could say, this is one of the best webinars I've ever attended. Here's what I learned. Boom, boom, boom. It helped me do this, this, this. They will go there with greater expectations and ready to sign up, ready to attend, and ready to learn, and then ultimately ready to buy. So that's how you pre-frame. Make sure you're doing it in all of your affiliate communications, and I'll see you in the next episode.